Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Tries to play it through. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And he's quick to get it clear again. Goes looking wide, looking for the run. Oh, no joy this time. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Turns back here, probably the best option. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a nicely shaped ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for...
Shot a goal! Goal! Milan! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Botafogo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And this is Dembele. Dembele! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low.
Well, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Well, it's Dembele. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should...
That could spell trouble. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Del Piero. And he's managed to get... Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
After 25
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Shoots! Ferdinand gets good distance on it. Conte. Matheus Cunha. And it's Olmo. Adrian. Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitution in progress.
And we have our very first corner. keeper's dealt with that. And he's forced to go back. And now they can spring out of defence. That's been cut out, well played. Vieira. Botafogo looking to pass their way through. That has not gone well.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Beckenbauer. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. To attack on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I don't think either side will have too much to complain about or worry about, Peter. 1-1 is a fair reflection of the game so far. So it'll be fascinating to see how both teams go about trying to establish a little more control in this second half.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. James. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, that looks a decent... And he shoots! Goal! Milan! And they're back in front. Was there ever any doubt?
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot, surely! He has done it! And this is getting better and better. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Milan take a 2-goal lead. Goes for goal! Alessandro Del Piero, another ice-cool goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
It's almost poetry in motion, Pete.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Nedved! That was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
Beckenbauer. James tries to pass it through. That's an excellent interception. And the counter is on. Oh, well measured. Del Piero gets a good chance here. And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Del Piero. Number 13, Ribery. Number 8, Dani Olmo. Number 15, Conte. Coming on the field.
Oh, it's beyond the defence.
Number 25, Ferro.
Oh, super chance for a shot!
Nedved.
A
Number
real
22,
chance and a real let-off.
Number
Oh,
23,
what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to...
He's had a shot!
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He is through here. And the shot! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was
Substitution.
focused and strong.
It's their second corner of the game.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Knocks it into space. Milan are looking to go forward now. Bale puts them all in.
Substitutions taking place.
Botafogo have their third corner. Tries to get it clear. Messi purring through. And Messi! Adriano gets flagged offside.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Maldini, the man that is tenacity personified.
6
Ferdinand.
added minutes has been indicated.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. To Maldini. Not the most convincing of passes.
I'm sure some will disagree with me, but this is all about good ball retention now.
And a chance! Caught offside that time. And that will be it. Botafogo perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts weren't... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heat. Drive! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Now, what about a counter-attack? Well, 2002 was the first time we got to see Diego Forlan in Europe, at least. He did take a little while to adapt, but soon he started to show the eye for the spectacular, Jim, which became a bit of a hallmark.
Yeah, on a cold night in Manchester.
It's a quick one. Xavi Alonso. And that pass just didn't quite work. That's a cute ball. Nedved is in a really good position out wide. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. It's a promising position. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Cruyff. And this is Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And it's Cruyff. Xavi Alonso.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Xavi Alonso. And it's Carvajal. Nesta calmly anticipates. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. McAllister. Can he get it through? Oh, that is asking for trouble. Big chance! Goal! Botafogo! That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Botafogo have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's McAllister. Now, can they get him away? Oh, no joy this time. Nice interception, well timed. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
From parking outside
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Botafogo have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Thuram spots it and intercepts.
The message is clear, none shall pass. They've got to make this nice and quick. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And here's Nedved. Lahm delivers. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Botafogo are still that goal to the good. Xavi Alonso engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Oh, easy pickings there. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Xavi Alonso, Mateus, passing is crisp and sharp. France have a free kick. And it's Cruyff. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Just about up to 75 minutes. Forlan showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nice sequence of passes this, and the through ball. Takes a shot! So close to drawing level.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Mateus with the short one. And it's played in. A header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Rijkaard cuts it out. Lahm is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Robertson gets across to intercept that.
Botafogo can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to...
And Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that is that. Botafogo have held on. They have doggedly sometimes... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Borussia Dortmund have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that...
Goes for a shot! Goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Hernes. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Can he get it through? He's found... Tries a shot! And he hits the net! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Borussia Dortmund grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Now that's well seen too. And it's Del Piero. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get on the end of this? Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Conte. Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Borussia Dortmund ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, shooting chance! Thuram gets rid without sophistication. Mateus. Messi. Rijkaard. Brilliantly cut out. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, easy pickings there. He's being urged to shoot. Can he finish? Piero. Del Piero. Messi. He's had it taken off him. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Messi. Conte. Lam. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Del Piero proves just a little bit too strong. And the finish! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half. This is Dembele. He is through here. Dembele. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Botafogo are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
In the green backpack, kindly contact a nearby member of staff. Substitutions taking place.
The second half then, just getting going. And the ball's gone astray. There to retrieve it. This might spell danger. And he's got the beating of his man. Howson, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Not the most convincing. Oh, they could be caught out here. Nedved. Botafogo do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That has ended up in no man's land. That's a nicely shaped ball. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Borussia Dortmund clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Great vision. An uncompromising challenge. And he's there to belt it away. And he shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Horace! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Knocks it out wide. Now to play for a goal kick.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund, number 20.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Dembele. Number 18, Mateu.
Nicely spread. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given...
It's Adriano! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, the defence proved infallible then. But that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ribéry. And there goes the final whistle. Decent game of football that, intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Germany.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. And it's Conte. It's Adriano! Adriano! What a goal!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Just eases him off the ball. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cruyff. Knocks it into space. Big chance! They've scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
Adriano! Mbappe. Nedved. Neither of these two will... It's Adriano! It's loose now and they want to get it back. There's the delivery. Rice. Can he get on the end of this? Looking for options for movement. Can he latch onto this? He's got a shot! Superb by Inzaghi! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Germany get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, goes for a shot! Sticks it away! Germany are all square. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Roberto Carlos. Pass is coming off in quick succession here.
Nearly 3 minutes.
And he's a chance! Neymar is flagged offside. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Mbappe, now it's Neymar. There's the whistle for half-time. Botafogo are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly
And a
not on
quick
the
announcement
agenda
for the
here
benefit of
from
anybody
both
who has found
sides.
themselves a little lost today.
What a good
Please
half.
look at the
They've
screen
gone
for
blow for
information
blow,
on how to
and
find
it's
your way
2-2.
around this stadium.
And that's the second half started.
Botafogo have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. But he's well positioned here. Nedved can so cleverly bypass the press. Messi. Botafogo do have a chance to counter here. Germany are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Costa Curta gets his final warning.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
Crosses it in here. And that should get the job done. Mbappe. Out towards the flank. Mbappe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days.
Oh, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So having trailed, this to go ahead. What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Well, would you believe that?
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second guess what the keeper was trying to do.
And we have our very first corner.
Substitution for Botafogo. Number 21, Adriano. Number 22, Messi. Number 20, Johan Cruyff. Coming on the field, number 17,
There will be a throw-in.
Koller. Number 8, Danny Olmo. Number 13, Ribery.
And here's Neymar. Chance for a shot! Goal! Germany! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Germany get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to...
Real chance! Oh, taken with style! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Simplicity itself.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Danny Olmo! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And again! He scored! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way.
Shoot! I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And he's decided to go for it. Nedved. Now it's Ribery. Koller.
6 added minutes have
Ribery.
been indicated.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. It's a good spell of possession, this. He's found, and the shot! And he hits the net! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away.
Takes a shot! Oh, what about that? And that may just do it! Oh, beautifully dispatched. And time is up. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
There's no shortage of great fullbacks in the game today, but Robertson really is among the very best. Some true legends of the game have sung his praises, and I can't disagree. Pace, directness, distribution are all his outstanding qualities, and he does it time and time again.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Anthony. Showing great feet there. Shoots!
Oh, he has leathered that. Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
Anthony aims beyond the defence. He's in a great position here. He's had a shot! Oh, he's been caught napping. Botafogo still without a single shot on target. White is looking to influence the game from out wide. Oh, it's Dembele. Nedved. Messi. Now, can they get him away? White gets over and intercepts. That's been cut out, well played. Anthony, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. No, that's been intercepted. Half an hour played now. This is Dembele. Conte. Anthony. He is through here. Great skill, that's nice. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now that looks a decent ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Anthony. Nedved tries to pass it through. Now it's Luis Suarez. Spread neatly. Now he's off and running. Adriano. He has found the way through. And the shots! They want to be quick to recover this.
There will be 1 minute.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did there.
And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
And now,
An engrossing
I'd just like
half,
to read
but
out
we're
our
still
fan
where we
club
started,
members who are celebrating
0-0.
their birthdays today.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first. That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Looking for the run. Oh, it's a great ball here. Anthony was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Is somewhat less than ideal.
Botafogo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pedri. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Tries to play it through. Look at the space here. Big chance! It's a goal! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Ronaldinho. Passing is crisp and sharp. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
The message is clear, none shall pass. It's a pretty loose pass.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Great defending, strong and determined. And it's lofted through here. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, this looks sharp. Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Can he get on the end of this? That pass has been well intercepted. The most accurate pass. And that will be it. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Begley.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Cruyff, and this is Adriano. Played out towards the right wing.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Applies the finish! And he's done very well to deal with it.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
And it's Nedved. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, that's fabulous. Has a shot! Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. No goals as yet. Iniesta. And here's Cruyff. Played out wide. Lahm, played in. Tries to get it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And here's Cruyff. The unmistakable Daniel van Baalsen.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the t-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once burst a ball while taking a free kick.
I can actually imagine that.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, well played, well played. He can get that clear. Schmeichel. Not the most accurate pass. Threads one in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Can he get it through? That's a nicely shaped ball. He is through here. And the shot! And that was very necessary. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nesta. Now it's Cruyff, and this is Adriano. Oh, that's a key interception. That's going to go a long way. Botafogo finding their passes. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your
Just a quick
expectation?
reminder today,
Well, I think
please
from the
refrain
manager's
from
viewpoint,
parking
Peter,
outside this
he'll be
stadium.
demanding more
Thank
from
you
his
very
team
much for
during
your
the break,
cooperation.
but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the
Substitution.
opposition so far.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Botafogo clearly have been the better side here. So if I
It's a mighty effort! Firm header, just off target.
that's a really decent chance.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And he thumps it clear.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Filippo Inzaghi is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Bergomi attempts a clearance. And a chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Botafogo are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's Nedved.
Oh, great feat that.
Shot could be on. Cruyff! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Messi looking to play him in. He's gone for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Adriano really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Substitution for Botafogo. Number 20.
We have got
Johan
changes
Cruyff.
here, from both sides in
Number
fact.
21. Adriano. Number 22. Messi. Coming on the field. Number 9. Del
75
Piero.
minutes played.
Number 17.
Van
Jan
Balten
Sommer.
wins the duel
Number
this time.
8. Danny Olmo.
Tries to pass it through.
Substitutions taking place.
Cleared without complication. Great vision. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Botafogo have themselves a chance from the spot. Oh, the keepers these days have done their homework. And he's buried it! 1-0. Not a twitch, not a blink.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but awarding the penalty is one thing now, but finding the net under so much pressure at this stage of affairs is another. So a big well done from me, certainly, for him keeping a cool head.
And this is Nedved.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Oh, decent chance! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Botafogo are chirpy, cheerful, and contented. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Well, we're underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's cut it out. Played out to the left flank. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, easy pickings there. Nedved. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Nedved is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Luis Suarez. Oh, some tackle that. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Luis Suarez. Well, that pass isn't the best. Alvarez looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lovely feet. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Has a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And it's Schneider. He's looking wide, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Nedved plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. No way through. Lahm. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Looking for the run. Albert Ferrer did well to emerge with the ball. And we hit half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So your views on the first half?
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Number 24, Owen.
And we're underway again.
Botafogo are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think...
Up he goes! Well, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? Cruyff. He's had a shot!
Cruyff made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Bergomi picks it up from the goal kick. Out to the right. He's got away. That is... applies the finish! Roberto Baggio. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. The less said about that pass, the better. Here's Baggio. Roberto Baggio touches it back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Plays a sharp little ball here. And this is Cruyff. Climbs up big! It's in! And finally he has breathed life into the game! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good...
Great chance! Sticks it away! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Maradona. That has been slung wide. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out towards the right wing. Adriano. Schneider shifted it to the flank. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Tries from distance. Well, now it's a race for the ball.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Spread it left. And that will be the final act. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. And that gets things running.
Well, the greatest goal threat down below us, Peter, is Michael Owen.
Forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression.
Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered for that, Peter, but his catch-me-if-you-can style of finishing and one-on-one duels with keepers, it became the norm.
Absolutely so, and I guess we're all expecting him to notch a goal or two here. And this is Adriano. Knocks it out wide. Great vision. De Bruyne. Oh, cracking ball. And in! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
That has not gone well. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Can he spark a counter here? Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Goal! Botafogo! There is the breakthrough. Botafogo have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out. Forlan really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Botafogo with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Forlan. Now that looks a decent ball. And he shoots! He's got to be quick to recover this. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Mateus plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Forlan. And it's Iniesta. Might be danger here. Bergomi with the clearance. This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! In for the pieces! It's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Corner number 2 then. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Great ball if he can get there. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
There's the header! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no room...
A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
And we come to you now with a
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, And it's 1-1 at half-time. And so we're off again. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. McAllister, chance here to counter. Looking for options for movement. Nedved, and that's aimed into the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
It's a pretty loose pass. Lam. Barcelona appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
This match was 97,559.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Botafogo clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pass somewhat off target. Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. Can he get on the end of this? That ball looks a good one. And he's surging through. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the comeback is complete. Forlan duly reaped his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Played back in. A header! Oh, taken with style. And surely now, the result beyond doubt. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Barcelona with 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
De Bruyne. Barcelona finding their passes. Oh, that's clever. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
McAllister, that is good alertness. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Oh, easy pickings there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Goes for goal! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. He's tried one! The whistle has gone and it is all over. Botafogo can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.